Hey guys, it's your girl Pepper here. As you can see, we're in a classroom and I'm having too much fun in this chair. Sorry. I just wanted a different scenery, so I started wandering the campus and I found this empty room, so here we are. So I don't want this video to be super long, but we're gonna go over my running career / running journey thing. But yeah, let's just get started because this video is gonna be like freaking 40 minutes long like my last one, and we don't want that. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by people out there. Okay. So, as I mentioned in my last video, I was in basketball. Basketball was like my main sport for a good 7 years, 4th grade all the way to sophomore year. And then 7th grade I joined track. I was a sprinter. I wanted to be a hurdler because I thought it was cool, so I tried it and I was pretty all right. So I was like, I'm a hurdler. Did track 7th and 8th grade. Was always in the relays, was really close to my coach. He saw me as one of the leaders. I would like lead stretches and stuff, which is super cute now that I'm thinking of it. Then I went to high school. I didn't do cross country. I had never done it. I just never done it. It was never a thing for my middle school because I went to a public school in Farmington, New Mexico, and there's not really much cross country hype for the middle school I went to, I guess. I don't know if there's like hype for the other schools or whatever. But then I did do track that year. Freshman year I did track. I was the only freshman girl and there was only one other freshman boy, and it was funny. It was super cool though and chill because I got to know the upperclassmen that were still there, and yeah, they were super chill. Sorry, I keep getting texts and they're annoying me. I mean, they're distracting me. And then, and then what? Oh, sophomore year, I joined cross country for the first time. And my training probably wasn't that good. I didn't know how many miles I should be running. I didn't know anything about like keeping a pace for longer than like in 400 because I was a sprinter and hurdler, and I was in relays, but I wasn't that fast, guys. I was like pretty like mediocre. It was pretty just like not that fast. Wasn't anything special. When I joined cross country, I was on JV, which internally I was like, I don't want to be on JV. I wanted to be fast. So I got used to the workouts. I worked my butt off and I ended up being the 6th man on varsity. By the end of the season, I went to state with the older girls. I didn't get very close with them at all. So it was just new. I was just kind of like the new girl, and there was no one in my grade that really ran. So it was like I didn't really have many people besides like maybe 2 or 3 girls on the team. So it was just different. And then I did track again, and that year I actually had a different coach, and the whole training was totally different, and I don't even remember if I improved very much. I think mentally I was just getting used to like the meets and everything because they were always at the same places. But I don't think I got much faster at all, but I was consistent and I was always at practice. I was, in school trying to get straight A's, whatever. And then here comes junior year. And I don't know what happened, guys, but like obviously the senior girls from the year previous, they graduated, and we had one race in Bayfield, and I ended up getting second for our team, not in the whole race, just for our team. And I was shook, and I was like, I almost got top 10. Like, if I had beat one girl before me, I would have got top 10. And the thing is, like, I knew I had some more in me, so I was like, I could have got top 10, and I was just like, what? Like, what? Like, what? And that kind of just like woke me up, and I was like, I could do something. I could maybe not, but I'm gonna try. So I started training, and that's when I started lifting more, so I was getting stronger, and I didn't even like really know it. Like I said in my last video, or in my fitness journey video, I feel like lifting really helped me gain more endurance. And by like literally the second meet, I think, I came in first for our team, and it was really just shocking, honestly, because I wasn't like, yeah, like, like, I don't know, I wasn't cocky. I was just legit happy. And that year, honestly, like, that cross-country season was one of the best times of my life. Like, the girls on the team that year, they were like my sisters. Like, I had so much fun with them. Like, none of them were in my grade, but we had so much fun. We would, like, I don't know if I should say this. They all graduated. It's okay. We would all, like, sneak off campus, and we would, like, when we would go away for meets, we would just be, like, talking, like, late, like, when we were supposed to be sleeping. Like, we were always laughing. There was, like, no drama at all. Like, that was such a fun season. That's when I really was, like, I really like running. Like, that's when I started getting used to it, and I started pushing myself. And I just remember, like, memories of running through the hot sand, and just, like, being with my team, and, like, encouraging my team, and they would encourage me, and they were just, like, my family. I still have a picture of all of us hanging up. Like, it was such a fun season. That was definitely one of my funnest seasons I've ever had. That year, I also won district, which was very surprising. I also got 14th at the Jamboree, and if you don't know, the Jamboree is for New Mexico. It's like a big old meet that they have that's low-key, like, even bigger than state. And I was just shook. I was just, like, really surprising myself. Like, I didn't, like, know I had it in me at all. Like, I was just going to practice, and I was lifting, and I was embracing new workouts, and I was just, like, I was present, and I was doing the work. That year I ended up getting, I think I got 12th at state. And I was happy. Like, I didn't know I could be that good. I was just shook, honestly. I was just like, I don't know what's going on. And then track season, I get a new coach, who at first I really didn't like. His attitude, I was just like, I don't know about this dude. Like, and I was still actually a sprinter. I was still a sprinter and a hurdler. The year previous, I went to state for, what the heck did I go for? Like the 300 hurdles and like the 400 maybe. But I wasn't like very close to the podium at all. But I was just having fun, so I was like, whatever. And then that junior year, he worked really hard for me because he saw that I was there. And guys, like, when I say I worked hard, I worked freaking hard. Like, for spring break, at my school, everyone went home, which, I mean, they're supposed to. Like, you go home, but you're supposed to keep running. You're supposed to keep training. And I actually lived in Farmington, so I went home, but, like, I could go to practice. And I was literally at practice for that whole week because he lives in the Farmington area. So I would go, and it would literally just be me and him and I would be running, doing the workouts, and he saw that I wanted it, and he saw that I wanted to improve. I didn't know what I can do. I didn't know my potential. You know, I really didn't. I've always had a mindset of, I'm gonna try my best and see what happens. And that year, what did I get? I didn't get on the podium. I barely missed the podium for the 400 and the 300 hurdles, I think. But I like barely missed the podium, so. And so then senior year comes, cross country season, I was still the #1 runner. And trying to remember. The season keeps going. I'm still taking my lifting class. I won districts again. But literally on the way home from districts, we got a call. My mom got a call, and it was really bad news. And you know, after district, there's a week passes, a week or two, or depending on what district you're in, a week passes, and then there's state. I ended up having to leave the week of state to go be with family for a couple days. And I was over there for 3 days, where my other family lives out in Arizona, and I didn't run those 3 days. I helped out with whatever I could help with. It was a really hard time. But before leaving, I had told my team, like, you know, I gotta go. I gotta leave for a few days. And I felt really bad because, you know, it's my team. Like, was kind of the girls' leaders, and I wanted us to be focused. And I always told him, I would rather win a state champion with my team than by myself. With my team, I feel like I'm gonna cry. No, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. Like that just, for some reason, it just meant so much to me that I would win as a team. Like, I didn't care to win by myself. I wanted my team to win. I wanted my team to feel good because they were amazing girls, and I wanted to win with them. But I was the only senior. I don't even know how many juniors we had. I was only really close to 2 of them. But anyways, right before I was gonna leave, I just remember telling my team I had to go, and I told them why. And I always remember this, and this is so important to me because, like, they all literally, when I was crying telling them, you know, I'm sorry, I gotta go. And the whole team, not just the girls, the boys, they came up to me, gave me a group hug, and like, sorry, wait. Like, I felt so loved by these people, and like, that just, like, really meant a lot to me, and I always remember that. I need to chill out. Anyways, those 3-day pass, I ended up going with the team on the bus to Albuquerque. That's where our state meet was. And I was beside myself. I was beside myself. I was not focused. I was thinking of my family. And because I had seen them, and they were just like, Sarah, like, do your best, like, do it for us. And I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna do it for you. I fucking love, oops, sorry. I've always had a mindset of making my family proud. And I was gonna do it. I didn't know what I was gonna do. I didn't know how good I was gonna do. I didn't know what I was gonna place. I hadn't ran for 3 days, but I was gonna make them proud. That was all I had in my mind. And I was thinking of a very special someone. And the day comes, and I was trying to get focused, and I was thinking of my family. I was feeling very overwhelmed, to say the least. And, you know, I got my girls, let's go warm up. Let's go do this thing. Hey. Ran the race. Don't even remember a lot of it, honestly. I ended up getting 9th, so top 10. I got a medal. I got on the podium. And, you know, I wasn't necessarily happy. I was just so grateful. Like I was feeling all sorts of things. But I just felt so grateful for my team and for my family. But yeah, that was senior cross country, and then track comes, and my coach is straight up telling me, Sarah, you're too slow for the sprinters, and you're too slow for like a 2 mile, so you want to try the 800? And I was like, let's freaking do it, because it's my last year and I'm down. And then I started training for it. And then I did an 800 for the first time, like one of the first few track meets, and I did pretty all right. And I learned that you have to be aggressive in the 800. I learned that you're really like trying to run as fast as you can the entire time. Like, I honestly think the 800 is one of the hardest races, because I ran all the races, guys. I ran all the way from 100 to the 2 mile. I've done multiple relays, different parts of the relays. I've done hurdles. Like, I've done every single running race there is in the 800 and the 400. There's some hard, those are some hard races, but those were my races. So, like, I'm used to them, but they're still really freaking hard. Anyways, track meet after track meet, I kept PRing, and it was so exciting, and I started winning races, and like, I was in the newspapers, and like, it was so weird. It was like weird. And like, people and like coaches would recognize me and say, hey Sarah, like, good luck. And I'm like, oh, hi, like it's just really weird. I don't know guys, but district comes, and I ended up getting sick, and I lost my 400, I got second, and then the 800 I got second, and then and then the 1600 I won, but I was feeling discouraged. But then I went to state, and I was just chilling, and then I was looking through this booklet. I guess you get these booklets, right? And they tell you the current seeds. Is that what they're called? Or it's like, where it has the person and their time, and then, you know what I mean? Like, it has their time. And then I looked at the 800. I was literally just flipping through. I thought it was like an old version or something. I was just like, what is this? And I started looking at it, and then I realized my time was the second fastest time. Like, and then the girl who beat me at state, she had the fastest time. And guys, my heart fell into my butt. Like, I got so nervous. I started freaking out. Like, my boyfriend at that time was my best friend, and he wasn't there that first day of state, because state's 2 days. He wasn't there, so he couldn't comfort me. And I was freaking out, guys. Like, the first day I had ran, I was in I did the 400 prelims and the 4x2. And in the 4x2, if my coaches and my goal was to only help that relay team get into the finals, because there was a girl on that team. I don't know if she wants me to say her name. I'm not gonna say her name. She really wanted me to do it, because without me, they wouldn't have made it to state. I mean, to finals. So I wasn't training for the 200. My coach was literally like, can you help them? And I was like, yeah. Even though I was like, my heart was like pumping, because like, I didn't know I was like one of the top times. Like, I didn't know. I seriously didn't know. Like, I can't emphasize that enough. I just simply did not know. And then, so I ended up doing this 4x2. And I thought I had pulled a muscle, and I was freaking out. And my cross-country coach was rolling my quad out because I thought I pulled something. Like, legit, like, pulled something. And I legit started crying. And I was just like, I was just a freaking mess, guys. I was just, like, freaking out. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I ended up barely helping them get into the finals. But if I got them into the finals, I wasn't gonna run that day because I had made the 400 prelims. I made the 400 into the finals, and I was gonna run the 16 and the 800 all in that one day. And I would have did that 4x2 if I did it the next day. I eventually calmed down, and then I realized, like, I could win this thing. Because remember, I was sick at districts. So I was like, I could do it, you know? Like, I was like freaking out. Next day comes, so nervous, didn't eat much at all. Literally ate like 2 bites of my burrito. Like, I was just like freaking like, I was just like pumped. And then my first race is the 800. Really? My first race is the 800. I warmed up by myself, was trying not to psych myself out, was trying to figure out my game plan. And I'll actually insert, I don't know, please don't think I'm bragging, guys. I'm gonna insert my my 800 state track meet 800 race. I'm gonna put it in right here soon, right here. But yeah, just watch it, and I'll come right back.
Head girls coach from Mountain Air. Head girls coach from Mountain Air, please report to the officials team.
That's where she needs to start her kick earlier on. Come on, baby. Yeah.
Come on, Sarah! Kick it in now! Kick it in now!
Your leader after 1 lap, that's Sydney Johnson out of Clayton High School.
She can run fast enough. She'll stay behind that girl.
John of Conwood Practical and Jerry Gateway of Laguna Optima running 1 or 2-3.
Come on, Sarah. Come on, girl.
Close.
At the 200-meter mark, your leader, Sydney Johnson of Clayton High School.
It's the second win.
Final call,
Come on, baby.
First call, triple girl, 800-meter relay.
Go, Sarah! Go, go, go!
Go, baby, go. Get her.
Go, Sarah! Kick it out! Spread it in! Go, 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 go! Sarah, go, go, go!
Go. Go, baby. Yeah.
So yeah, that was my race, and once I crossed that finish line, I had never been so proud of myself. I wanted to cry and smile all at the same time, and I was just so grateful. Like my team was so happy for me, my family was so happy for me, my coaches, oh my gosh, my coach literally grabbed me and swung me around, and it was just such a great moment. It's just such a great moment. Like, one of the best moments of my life, definitely. Because I worked my ass off to get that. I watch that video when I'm sad. It hypes me up. I'm sorry about my parents yelling, by the way. And then after that, I was pumped. I wasn't hungry still, but I should have ate because I ended up doing my 400. And my 400, I don't think my mom recorded that one, so I'm not even gonna put that one in there, but I got third, which I thought I was gonna get like 6, guys, 7. I didn't. The last 100 of my 400 is usually when I just start dying. I'm like, oh, if you've ever done a 400, you know what I mean. Like, you're burning, your ass is burning. Oops, sorry. But I just was so pumped, guys. Adrenaline pumping. I am a state champ. I could freaking die on this track and be happy. I would die happy. Anyways, I ended up having another pump in the last 100, and I just freaking went off, and I got third. The girl who got second, literally, she fell into the finish line. And I feel like if she didn't fall, because she saw me coming, I think she purposely fell, deadass. If she didn't fall, I'm pretty sure I would have got second. She won by 0.01 second. Anyways, so I ended up getting third, and then literally an hour later, I had to run a 16, and I hadn't ate much that day, and I was starting to feel it because it was kind of hot. And guys, on the 16, I got second, not by like barely. Like, she was way over there. She was like a full 75 meters. I was like, I have nothing in me, I can't. And so I got a first place, second place, and third place medal within 3.5 hours on the same day. And I wasn't one of those people that wears their medals, you know, right after they win. Like, you know, if you've been to a track state meet, you know. I was never one of those people. I never wanted to make people feel bad that they didn't win. It was never about the medals. I honestly just wanted to try my best, and I made my family proud, and I made my coaches proud, and I made myself proud. And I actually went to prom late that night, but that's not even relevant. But I went home very happy and very fulfilled and very like that was the end of my running career. But little did I know I was gonna run in college. Long story short, my dad found the track coach, bragged about me. The track coach said a girl had quit, so he gave me her money to run for him. So at Fort Lewis College, when you do track, you have to do cross country, or when you do cross country, you have to do track, because the track program and cross country is so small. Like, they need you to sign on both of them because they won't have enough runners for track. I think you need to have like 14 members for it to be an actual track team, something like that. But anyways, so I ended up doing cross and track for 3 years here at the fort. Freshman year, my body died. I died. Guys, I legit, like, I was tired, I was fatigued, I knew nothing about taking iron, I knew nothing about how much mileage my body could take, I knew nothing about, like, fartleks. Like, I literally was just taken by storm my freshman year, and it was just so much. I PR'd in my 5K, but like one of the first races, and then I just died out. And I gained weight that year, as I mentioned in my other video. And then track season came, I got injured, didn't PR, really sucked because that's my thing. Sophomore year comes, I trained better for cross, ended up training too hard, too early. Got a adductor strain as well as hamstring tendonitis. Was out for a good month. Had to get back in and try to, oh, there's a little boy. And try to get into shape so I can be part of the team. Didn't go so well, and then track season came. I think I only improved a little bit, and I didn't like the coach in the entire time. He's still the coach here, and he's not a very good coach at all. Then junior year comes, and the summer going into junior year is the hardest I've trained during a summer. Like, when I worked for Wings of America, I would wake up at 5:45, be ready by 6 to go run, and I would do my workout, I would do my run, and then I would get ready, and then I would run all day with kids because I was determined to get better at cross country. Cross country season comes, I was doing pretty good the first like 2 meets. And then I just started dying, and I just was like, I don't know, like my body just really isn't made for this mileage. Like, it's like my body hates it. But I was trying my hardest, and I just simply couldn't do it, you know? I just couldn't do it. And so I didn't get to go to a lot of the away meets or anything. But you know, kind of put a damper on the self-esteem. You know, I was trying my hardest, and it still wasn't getting much anywhere. And then that season ends. Track comes, and I was determined to PR. I was determined. I did every workout. I missed one practice because I took too much cough medicine and I slept through my alarm, like dead ass. I was getting sick, so I took too much. So I've only missed one practice, unless I was like legit like sick. And I ended up bumping heads with my coach a lot this season. And because my goal was trying to bring my team together, because the team was very divided. And there was like kind of drama between some of the girls. I had drama with some girls for the stupidest reasons, honestly. Like, if you really know me, I am super chill. Like, I am not rude. Like, if I was ever rude to you, just know it's probably because you did something. Like, I am not a rude person. I'm really not. And there was just like stupid drama, and it was just not good, and it was not healthy. So my goal, because I was really on the fence of quitting for literally like ever since freshman year, guys, because I wasn't improving, I wasn't doing good. I did not like my coach for multiple reasons. There's so many stories and so many other people's stories I could tell you guys about this man. So I started butting heads with him a lot, but I was still coming to practice. I was still trying to bring my team together. I was getting to know the girls and trying to like get them to talk to each other. We were all trying as a team to really like be a team. But for some reason, like, there was just like weird divides, and it was just like really awkward and weird. But it's like, my goal was to bring the team together, and I feel like I kind of did it in the end. Like, I never told anyone that I was trying to do that, but I was like doing it. But yeah, me and my coach just started butting heads about anything and everything, and I would just try to stay away from him, honestly, because he's just bad vibes. And I was like, I don't want to be around you, like, at all. Like, tell me my workout and I'll go. Like, guys, he never timed us. He never took he never took, like even at track meets, he wouldn't time us, he wouldn't give us a game plan, he wouldn't tell us to do anything. He would walk around and socialize with other coaches. He wouldn't, I felt like I was my own coach. Not even kidding. Like I don't even know why he was there. He didn't even have to come. I could have drove us. Just kidding. But we butted heads a lot. And I was really on the fence. But the closer us girls were getting, the more it made me want to join again. And I was like, I'll do it for these girls. Even if I'm not getting better, I'll do it for these girls. And for the scholarship, low-key, even though my scholarship wasn't that much. Like, I was really longing for that team thing that I had in high school. And summer comes, I ended up starting to train a little bit. And I get a text from one of my teammates. And she's like, why did our coach kick you off of the group chat? And because we have a group chat, a team group chat on one of these texting apps. And it doesn't tell me when, you know, it doesn't tell you when you get kicked out. It just says so-and-so kicked out so-and-so. But yeah, and I was like, I don't know. Like, my coach never texted me. He never said anything to me. Nothing. And then I checked my email, and there's a short paragraph saying, you have completed everything you needed to complete it, but we will not be renewing your scholarship. No explanation, no reasoning, no I'm sorry, no nothing. Nothing. And so I messaged. I emailed the coach, and thought I heard someone, and I hear someone. Sorry. But I just want to hurry and finish this. But yeah, so I guess I was kicked off. I was kicked off. I asked him reasons why, and he said because I was talking crap about him, because I was disrespecting him, and I missed like 3 practices. And I responded with, like, I was just being honest, and I told him I wanted to stay away from him because he wasn't a good coach. He didn't do anything to benefit me. He only made me negative, like my mindset negative. He really just wasn't someone I wanted to be around. And he thought me ignoring him was disrespecting him, when really I was doing it for both our own goods. Because guys, if you know me, I am feisty. When I see something's wrong, guys, we had 14 girls injured, including myself, that track season. 14 girls out of 20 girls. 14. I knew something was wrong. I knew it had to do with his coaching. I knew we were being overtrained. I got really close to the trainer, and I had talked to him, like, and he told me all of these injuries are overtrained kind of injuries. And he was making us lift. And guys, I was literally doing, he told us to do back rows, right? I was doing back rows, and he's like, you're not doing it right. You have to go on your elbow and do back rows on a bench. If you guys know what workout I'm talking about, you know. Wait, can I show you? Wait, let me try to show you. So it's one where you lean on the bench, right? Can I get on the table? You get on the bench, right? Pretend I'm like standing on the ground. And you're supposed to hold the weight. And you're supposed to go like this. He was telling everyone to go on their elbow and go like this. And oh shit. And he was like, it's for your triceps. Back row is for your triceps. I literally said this, guys. I said, I hear someone coming. I literally said, it's called back row though, like trying not to, you know, hurt his feelings, his manhood, whatever. And he said, oh yeah, but it's for your triceps. And I was like, okay. And I just walked away and I started doing it just normal. And I'm sure he took that as disrespect too. And he was telling every one of my teammates to do it like that. And I was like, oh my gosh, no wonder everyone's freaking getting hurt. Like, he doesn't know what he's doing. But that's only one example, guys. And there are so many like serious stories of him making people run in weather that they got hurt, they fell, people get super sick. He would stress people out if they simply like slept in on accident. He would just like, he wasn't a good coach at all, in my opinion, from what I saw. And I'm not very picky. If you tell me to do something, I'm gonna do it. I did every workout. I wasn't improving at all. I was the fastest 800 runner just this past season. And I wasn't improving. Like, so when I see something that's wrong, I'm gonna say something. I don't care who you are. I don't care your experience. If I see something that's wrong, I'm gonna say something. I'm not scared. A lot of my teammates are scared to talk to him and tell him straight up. I wasn't scared. Guys, shoot, I don't know if I should mention this. But supposedly I made him cry in our last meeting because I was just straight up like, this season was a waste. Because I tried my hardest. And I'm pretty sure that's when he's like, I'm gonna cut this girl. And honestly, I wasn't surprised. I was just kind of just like, my running career is over. Like, it's over. Competitively, like, all those years I gave to running, it's over. All that time, all that energy, it's over. And I was actually the head facilitator for my group for wings. So I actually had a lot of responsibilities and a lot on my mind at that time. So I didn't really have time to like think it through, I guess, to really like realize it. But I emailed the athletic director and I told her, please take the coaching survey. So you take the coach survey every end of season. And a lot of my teammates had told me they kind of just went off on our coach. Rightfully so. And I told the athletic director, please take those surveys seriously because the girls, they need your help. We need your help because we all love running. We're all here to do it. We're giving our time, energy, and money, gas money to go run. I don't know. But I told her, I was like, please look at the surveys and take them seriously because he's not a good coach. I'm sorry. He's not a good coach. Like, or maybe to me he wasn't. I don't even know. Like, but I mean, this is my own opinion. Like, but yeah, and then I just completely stopped training and I just started running again, and honestly, it feels so great to run without having to follow a pace, without running with girls who I had drama with like just chilling. Like, it feels so good. I really want to run a marathon. I'll probably die, but I'll die trying. But you know, after this video, I really honestly don't even want to talk about this anymore because this whole subject, thinking about this whole thing with this one guy who like ruined running for me for a bit, like it makes me so negative, and I don't want to be negative. I want to let that go. That's in the past. I have a lot of things going on now, and yeah, so I was kicked off. And that's perfectly fine because I probably would have suffered another year for my team because I really just wanted to be there for the younger girls, because it would have been, the only seniors would have been me and this other girl, and I wasn't even really close to her, but it's whatever. But you know, it taught me a lot of life lessons. The coach taught me sometimes you need to be the bigger person. It taught me when something's negative, try to fix it, and if you can't fix it because of other people, just do your own thing. Like, don't even worry about them. Like, just really don't. Realize there's so much more to life than a sport. I know some people take their sports very seriously, and that's awesome. Determination and self-discipline, those are great virtues to have, but just know that your body might give out. You know, don't punish your body. Take care of your body, please. But yeah, that's my running career. Very messy, very roller coaster, very like, and oh, I'm still very close to my high school coach. I love him and her, my other high school coach. They were just amazing people, and they taught me so much, and I'm still talk to some of the girls I was on the team with in high school. I still talk to the girls I was on the team with here, and I've met some amazing people through running, and I've got to go to some amazing places for running, and I'm so grateful for the experience, and it taught me so much. And you know, let's see what life has in store for me. And it's good just to let go. Gotta close that chapter, even when I wasn't expecting to. But I gotta go work out with Calvin now. So, thank you so much for watching. If you got this far, thanks, because this video is flipping long. I'm so sorry. But until next time, we'll see you guys.